Home. Talking about transportation. Frequently asked questions.
How often do you ride a bicycle? How popular is a bicycle in your hometown? Why? What kind of transportation do most people use? How often do you take a taxi? How do you usually get to work? How do you usually get to school? Why do you use this means of transportation instead of another? How much time does it usually take you to get to work? How far do you travel to and from work each day? What are the advantages of driving a car? What are the disadvantages of driving a car?
Dialogue study. Wang Xiao and Frank Roberts chat before a morning meeting at work.
Good morning, Frank.
Hi, Wang Xiao. How are you today?
Not bad, except that the traffic was really bad this morning. It took me over an hour to get to work.
Really? How much time does it usually take you to get to work?
It depends. If there's no traffic, I can get here in 20 minutes. But if there's an accident or a traffic jam, like this morning, it can take over an hour.
How far do you travel to and from work each day?
Approximately 8 kilometers one way.
That's not far at all. In Canada, my work is 35 kilometers away from my home. It takes me about 45 minutes to drive to work. How do you usually get to work, Wang Xiao?
Well, I usually ride my electric bike, but if the weather's bad, I take the public bus.
You have an electric bike?
Yes, I bought it last year.
What are the advantages of riding an electric bike compared to a regular bike?
The biggest advantage is that an electric bike is faster than a regular bike, and it's easier than pedaling a bicycle. Compared to a car, an electric bike is cheaper and easier to park.
What are the disadvantages of electric bikes?
For one thing, I'm always worried that someone might steal it. Also, I need to recharge the battery often.
How often do you take a taxi to work?
Rarely. A taxi is too expensive to take every day. What kind of transportation do people use in Canada, Frank?
Most people prefer to drive their own car to work. Some people save gas and carpool, and there are also some people who take public transportation every day.
It's my dream to buy a car one day, Frank.
Really? Why?
Why? Well, driving a car is much more convenient than taking the bus or subway or riding a bike.
Yes, that's true most of the time.
What do you mean?
Sometimes driving a car is more tiring than taking a bus. If you're driving during rush hour, it can be stressful. And if there's an accident, then there's usually a big traffic jam, too. It's also much more expensive to have a car. You have to pay for gas, parking, regular maintenance, insurance, and repairs.
I haven't thought that much about the disadvantages of owning a car.
It's good to think about both the advantages and disadvantages.
You're right, Frank. Hey, it looks like the meeting is about to begin.
Yes. Let's find some good seats. 2. Talking about my home. Frequently asked questions.
Where is it located? What kind of place do you have? Why did you choose this place to be your home? What do you like about your home? How large is your home? How many appliances do you have? Describe some of your neighbors. Could you tell me about your neighborhood? What is one drawback about the place where you live? What is your ideal home?
Dialogue Study. Wang Xiao has invited Susan Roberts and Li Chen to his house for a farewell dinner before Susan returns to Canada. Li Chen, Susan, glad you could make it. Please, come in. Welcome to my home. You have a beautiful place, Wang Xiao.
It is very nice. How large is your apartment?
150 square meters. There are 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen. Say, why don't I just give you a tour? That's a great idea. Follow me. On the right is the living room, and the dining room is on the left. There are 2 bedrooms on this floor, and another bedroom on the second floor.
Very nice, very nice.
The master bedroom has a private bathroom. It's quite large.
You have a nice bathtub.
Yes, there's a full-size bathtub, which is getting more and more popular among Chinese families. You're right, Wang Xiao. My parents' place doesn't have a bathtub, but my friends all plan to have a bathtub when they buy an apartment. Over here is another bedroom and bathroom, and the kitchen and a small enclosed balcony are back here. Wow, you have an oven too?
How many appliances do you have?
3, a washing machine, refrigerator, and stove. Chinese apartments usually have 3 appliances. Isn't that right, Li Chen? Yes, that's true. We don't have a dishwasher and clothes dryer like most apartments do in Canada. Now, let me show you the second floor. This way, please. The second floor has a bedroom and another room which I call the music room.
I can see why. There's a piano, guitar, violin, and drums. I didn't know you were a musician, Wang Xiao.
Me either, Wang Xiao. You've been hiding your musical talents from us. Would you play something for us? Maybe another time. It's almost time for dinner. Let's go downstairs.
This is a very spacious apartment, Wang Xiao, and you're still a bachelor. Why did you choose this place as your home?
Well, there are 2 main reasons. One reason why I bought this apartment is to provide my parents with a place to stay when they visit. How often do your parents visit you? About 2 to 3 times a year. They usually stay for about a month each time.
And the second reason?
Well, Susan, it's true that I'm still a bachelor, but I hope to marry someday and have a family. This apartment is big enough for a small family, and the neighborhood is really friendly and safe. So you're planning ahead? That's right, Li Chen.
Good thinking, Wang Xiao. You'll never know when you'll meet that special someone.
Well, I definitely know it's time for dinner. Let's sit down at the dining table and eat a special dinner in honor of Susan.